Namaskar. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce you to the Indian Plumbing Association's Plumb Talk series. As part of Plumb Talk, plumbing industry experts from across the country will be explaining the nuances of plumbing technology in an easy and understandable manner. And this will make plumbing science easier for building industry professionals, engineering and architectural students, as well as the general public to understand the basics of plumbing technology. Let me give you a little background on IPA, which is the apex body of plumbing professionals in India. IPA is now a 29-year-old body started in 1993, currently has 24 chapters working towards redefining plumbing standards in India, tirelessly working towards better plumbing for a healthy living. I therefore request you to please go through the Plumb Talk series, which will be a guide for students, for architectural students, for even current architects and engineers, so that you are able to improve your knowledge on plumbing and ensure that all plumbing installations are installed not only as per codes, but we make sure that whatever water we use, we move towards net zero water and net zero sanitary waste.
Hi everyone, I am Rahul Dhadphale, National Secretary, Indian Plumbing Association. In today's Plumb Talk, I am taking all of you through a very important topic of water conservation. It is chapter 10 of a guide to good plumbing practices, a solo publication from IPA. Well, as all of us are aware that as the population is increasing day by day, and so is the requirement of water. Water is required for agriculture, industries, and the domestic consumption. As the population grows, not only the requirement for water for domestic consumption goes up, but also the water requirement for industry and agriculture increases, because these two are directly related to the population. Water requirements can also go up due to the modern lifestyle and many avenues available because of the scientific developments. But the most important characteristics of water is that it cannot be manufactured or produced. So we are left with the only option of 3 R's, that is reduce, recycle and reuse. Let us look at what one can do, because water conservation is possible by 2 important ways. 1. Changes in habits of people, and 2. Technological solutions. Change in habits. While the water conservation habits do not cover every step you can take to conserve water and protect the environment, it does give you a place to start. For example, minimize the water use while taking the shower. Turn off the faucet when you are not brushing. Swap out the grass for native and drought-tolerant plants which will consume less water. Keep an eye out for leaky pipes, and as soon as you find it, fix it. Run major appliances only with full load to minimize the water consumption per load. Be smart when hand washing dishes, because the more time you wash, you are going to consume more water. It is something we need to incorporate into our daily schedules and routines. When you use water, think about how you can cut down your use or minimize your waste. It will be beneficial for you, the planet, and the future generations in years to come. Now, we shall discuss technological solutions in detail. There are many technological options available for water conservation. Let us discuss one by one. First is low flow fixtures. Latest sanitary fittings require minimum pressure of 1 to 2 kg to give a satisfactory experience to user. Normally minimum is 1 kg per centimeter square. So we have to add a pressure pump to meet this requirement for the top 2 to 3 floors in any building. Also, in high-rise buildings, as you come down, pressure increases and so the discharge of the fitting increases, which ultimately is wastage of water. The low flow fixtures are available in the market, which are designed for a specific flow rate and ensure the same flow rate irrespective of pressure above minimum pressure. This is as good as installing pressure reducing valves for every toilet. You have to choose the flow rate carefully so that the experience of the user is not affected. Let's see the video how the low flow fixture functions due to the fitment of pressure compensating aerator. You have seen the video and you know how the low flow fixtures. Let us move to the next topic, that is dual flush system. When a commode is used for urination, the water requirement for cleaning is less and is called half flush. Otherwise, it is full flush. Typically, full flush is of 6 liters per flush and half flush is 3 liters per flush. In certain cases, manufacturers has gone down to 4.5 liters for full flush and 1.5 liters for half flush. But the compatibility of the pan and flush wall or tank is to be ensured before selecting the same. The third is sensor operating flushing systems. Specifically, in toilets in public places, sensor-operated flushing systems are recommended. This is automatic and operates by sensing a person standing in front of the urinal. This also maintains the hygienic conditions apart from saving water. In public places, people are reluctant to touch the sanitary fitting and normally keeps the tap open. This leads to huge wastage of water. A tap delivering discharge of 10 liters per minute can waste almost 15,000 liters if it remains open for 24 hours. Therefore, it is always recommended to use an automatic flush or tap in any public toilet. Fourth is metered faucets. These are available either electrical, electronic or mechanical. As discussed above, automatic taps for flushing systems are always recommended for public toilets. The metered faucets can be considered as semi-automatic, where you will have to operate a tap to start the water, but it will stop automatically once a preset quantity of water is discharged from the tap. These are available in two varieties, mechanical and electronic. These kinds of taps not only ensure that taps are closed once the use is over, but also ensures they discharge a predefined quantity of water per use. Fifth is pressure and flow regulators. There are valves available either to control pressure or flow. In pressure reducing valves, pressure will be reduced to predefined set pressure irrespective of any pressure at the inlet of the valve, whether full flow or reduced flow. It will still reduce the pressure and preset pressure is guaranteed at the outlet at all the conditions. In flow control valve, instead of pressure, preset flow is guaranteed in all the conditions. This will ensure that we are using the minimum flow required to give satisfaction to the user and water is also saved. 6. Using a water efficient clothes washer and dishwashers. Use the most water efficient clothes and dishwashers as per the code published by IPA and IPA for water savings. 7th is water meters for monitoring consumptions. We all know what we can measure, we can save. What you can measure, you can monitor and then you can save. If you really want to save water, we must install meters at different strategic locations so that you can monitor water consumption, water wastage and water savings. And in case water consumption is increasing, you can take immediate corrective actions. Nowadays, electronic water meters are available and can be connected to building management systems, and you can generate a water audit report whenever you require. 8. Alternative water sources. Explore alternative water sources. Commonly used alternative water source is the recycled water from STP. In Singapore, sewage is treated to a level of potability and sold in a bottle under the name New Water and used as drinking water. As of now, in India, it is not allowed, but we can reuse the treated sewage for flushing, gardening, road or car washing, water-cooled chillers or water for cooling towers. In most parts of the country, it is becoming mandatory to treat sewage and reuse the same for above mentioned applications. This is the way we can save 40% water in residential complexes and more than 50% in commercial buildings. B. Use of rainwater harvesting. This is done by two methods. 1. Stored rainwater, treat it and reuse the same. But because India is in a tropical region and rainy days are not more than 90 days in the majority part of India, storage is not an economically viable option and is exercised in rare cases. Most commonly used is harvesting the rainwater in Mother Earth and use it through the bore wells as shared assets. Here, whatever we harvest is also shared by the bore wells in the vicinity, as well as what others harvest, we get benefited by the same. I, Rahul Dhadphale, now take your leave, and before leaving, request all of you to watch and subscribe IPA's many more Plumb Talk videos which are in the pipeline. I love Indian Plumbing Association for its mission, redefining plumbing standards in India, and wanted all of you to join IPA and get benefited. Thanks for watching.